Okay, guys, we're going to move on with Chapter 7 and talk about, kind of combine what we've learned in the first two lessons of this chapter, in the first two videos. We're going to combine what we learned there into a problem that has two steps now. So, for example, we're going to maybe start here in grams. I'll tell you how many grams of a chemical you have, and ask you how many atoms that would be, or how many molecules that will be. Okay, so we're first got to go to moles, because look, guys, there's no shortcut between grams and particles. You can't just go across here. So we're going to have two steps. We're going to go across here, across using this conversion factor to get to moles, and then once we're to moles, we're going to come up here, use this conversion factor to get over to particles. Okay? So really, it's nothing new, is it? We're just adding one more step into the problem, and so I think it should be pretty straightforward for this video. All right, let's get right into it. Practice problem 17. Okay? So please be following along in your guided notes. I'd like you to have a couple of things out. Number one is a road map. I've got a picture of a road map right here, but maybe you won't be able to see it. It's so small. So please, if you're watching the video, have a road map out. You will need a periodic table to calculate molar mass. So have a periodic table out, and obviously a calculator to do some calculations. All right, so let's read practice problem 17. It says, how many atoms of gold would you have if you found a gold nugget with a mass of 31.1 grams? Okay. So let's follow the same three steps that we've always been following. What are we going to underline in step one? Good. That nugget, the gold nugget, had a mass of 31.1 grams. Okay. What are we circling? What does it want us to go to? Atoms. Atoms of gold. Okay. So that's what we're circling. Okay, step two. What do we write down over one? Yeah, what they gave us, 31.1 grams of what? Of gold. Guys, what's the symbol for gold? AU. So I always just like to use the chemical symbol to abbreviate it. Okay, put that over 1. And that's step 2. Now step 3, we go to the road map. Okay, so let's come down here to the road map. Where are we right now? Where are we currently at? Yeah, we're at mass. We gave us grams. So here we are. And where do we want to go to? Where's our destination? What did we circle right here? Atoms of gold. Where do you see that on the road map? Okay, it's right here in the particle circle. So we got to come all the way up here. Can I take a shortcut and just come right here? Nope. In chemistry, you're going to see this. The first thing you should always do is convert to moles. Almost every chemistry problem you have, you want to be able to know how many moles you have. So we need to find out how many moles. Which bridge should I cross then? Okay, that bottom one, because it's pointing that way. That means I'm going to times my first part of this by that conversion factor. Okay, then we're at moles. Then what are we going to do? We're going to come up here and go across the top bridge, because it's pointing that way, which means I'm going to times it by that conversion factor. So 2 steps. Let's see if we can do it, okay? My first step is to times it by this conversion factor right here. It says 1 mole over the molar mass. So 1 mole, what substance am I talking about? AU, which is gold. Guys, if grams of AU is on top, we know that it's got to come down here to cancel out, right? It should be apparent why that has to happen now, to cancel it out. Well, the molar mass is what it is. What is the molar mass of gold?
197.
Yeah, 196.9 rounds up to 197. Good job. So 197 goes in right there. Okay, we get that off the periodic table. If you look up the atomic mass of gold, it's going to round to 197. Okay, now, are there units that can cancel out, guys? Yeah, my grams of AU divided by grams of AU cancels. And currently, if I stopped right here, that would tell me how many moles of AU I have. Can I stop there?
No.
No, because it wanted to know how many atoms that would be. Okay? So let's keep going. I'm right now at moles. Okay, what do I got to do next? Well, we come across this top bridge. I've got to times it by this conversion factor. So let's do that. Okay, it says Avogadro's number goes on top, and 1 mole goes on the bottom. Okay, we're getting that from right there. Well, 1 mole of what? AU. We know it's got to be that because if it's up here, it's got to come down here. What are we talking about on the top, though? What's my units? Atoms. Yeah. This is Avogadro's number of atoms. Atoms of what substance? AU. Okay. Now, are there other units that we can cancel out now? Moles of AU cancel out. So I'd like to see you strike out units as you go. Okay. Now if I stop here, I would be to atoms of AU. Is that what I wanted? Yeah, atoms of gold here. So I can stop. Let's throw in an equal sign. Okay. Let's times everything on the top together. So 31.1 times 1 times Avogadro's number. Grab your calculator and try that. Okay, and I'm getting this number. So 1.87 times 10 to the 25th on top. Okay, and then on the bottom I have 1 times 197 times 1. That's going to be 197. So let's just divide that number you still have in your calculator by 197. Do you guys get this number? So 9.50 times 10 to the 22nd.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just circle it and be done?
No.
Nope. What are my units going to be? Atoms. And what substance are we talking about? Atoms of AU. Good. So that's what you need to circle. That's kind of interesting, isn't it, guys? If you found a nugget that had the mass of 31.1 grams, it would have a ton of gold atoms in it, right? Times 10 to the 22nd, so you would have to move this decimal 22 times to the right. That's a lot of gold atoms. So, kind of interesting. Okay, again, nothing new, just adding another step here, 2-step problems. Okay, let's go to practice problem 18. Let's read it. It says, how many atoms of lithium are in 18.2 grams of lithium? Now I want to give you time for you guys to try this on your own. So if you're watching the video, please hit pause right now. Try this on your own. And when you have an answer, hit play and see if you got it right. Okay, let's see how you did. Hopefully you underlined 18.2 grams of lithium. And it wants us to convert that to atoms of lithium. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2, let's write down what they gave us and put it over 1. It's 18.2 grams of lithium. The symbol for lithium is Li. Let's put that over 1. Okay. Step 3, let's go to the roadmap. If they give us grams of lithium, so right now we're at grams. Okay, there's where you're at. And we want to go to atoms. That's our destination. Well, we see atoms up here in the particle circle. So there's where we want to go. How do we get there? There's no shortcut. You've got to go through moles. So we're going to take this bottom bridge across because it's pointing that direction. That gets us to moles. And then to get to particles, we're going to take the top bridge across because that one's pointing in that direction. So what we've done there is just mapped out what conversion factors we need to times it by. Okay, so let's write in those conversion factors here. The first one, it said 1 mole goes on top. We're talking about lithium, so I'm going to put 1 mole of lithium. On the bottom, it says the molar mass. Well, if grams of lithium's on top, it's got to go grams of lithium on the bottom. Hey guys, help me out. What's the molar mass of lithium?
7.
Yeah, it rounds to 7, doesn't it? Okay, so 7 grams of lithium goes down there. Now cancel out units as you go. What we did by doing that was get to what units? To moles. So right now on your travels, you're right here. Can you stop there? Nope. You got to keep coming across until you get to atoms. So we need to times it by that next conversion factor. it says that Avogadro's number goes on top, and 1 mole goes on the bottom. Well, we're talking about lithium still. So if moles of lithium's on top, it's got to go on bottom. What are we talking about, though, on top here? Avogadro's number of what? Yeah, it's atoms. It could be any one of these things, though, right? So atoms of lithium. Okay, it goes on top. Now, my moles of lithium cancel out, so I'd like to see you cross those out. I'm left with atoms of lithium, and I can stop there because that's what it wanted. Okay? So now it's just a math problem. We take all the numbers on the top, times them together. So let's do that. 18.2 times 6.02 e to the 23rd. On top, I'm getting this number, 1.09564 times 10 to the 25th. On the bottom, I'm going to get 1 times 7 times 1, which is 7. So let's just take that number and divide it by 7. If you round it to 2 decimal places, I get this, 1.57 times 10 to the 24th. Did anyone else get that? Okay, good job. But what are my units and what's the substance we're talking about?
Atoms of lithium.
Good, atoms of lithium. So you need to include that in your answers. Atoms of lithium. Okay. That should be it. Atoms of lithium. Okay, very good. Okay, and yeah, we got pretty close. How come our answer is a little bit different, guys?
They didn't round.
They didn't round the molar mass, did they? Okay. Just realize when we round, it's not going to be as precise, but it's going to be pretty close. If you get within rounding errors, I'll give you credit. Okay. I've got one more practice problem on this video. It's practice problem number 19, and again, I would like you to try it on your own. Okay. So if you're watching the video, please hit pause right now. Try this. Get an answer, then hit play. Okay, let's see how you did with this problem. It says a party balloon contains 5.5 times 10 to the 22nd atoms of helium gas. What is the mass in grams of the helium? Okay, so let's underline what they gave us. What did they give us, guys? Okay, they give us that number. Yeah, always look to the number. That's what they're giving you. 5.5 times 10 to the 22nd atoms of helium. What do they want us to convert that to? Yeah, to mass in grams, right? So mass in grams, good. So this is kind of an interesting problem. They're giving us how many atoms are in a party balloon, and now we're supposed to convert it to how much mass that is in grams. And you can probably predict it's not going to be that much because the helium balloon is going to float in air, so it's not going to be that much. But let's actually see how many grams that is. Okay. What's step 2? What do I do? Yeah, write down what they gave you. 5.5 times 10 to the 22nd atoms. And helium can be abbreviated with He. That's what helium is. Okay, put it over 1. Okay, now step 3. Let's come down to the roadmap and see where we're at. If it gives us atoms, where are we now? Yeah, atoms is right here. So we're in the particles circle. And where's our destination? Where does it want us to go? Down here to grams. So I'm going to draw a star there. Again, there's no shortcut. We've got to go through moles. So which bridge should I cross first, guys? The bottom one. Good. Because that one points to the right toward moles. Once I get to moles, I can't stop there. I'm going to come down here, and which bridge should I cross? Top one, because it's pointing that way. So what we did is just mapped out what conversion factors we need to times our number by. Okay, and you have to do it in that order. So let's put them in. Okay, the first one says we're going to take 1 mole over Avogadro's number. So let's do that. 1 mole over 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. Now, if atoms of helium is on top, what's got to go on bottom? Atoms of helium. Same thing, guys. You're always going to try and knock out that unit by dividing by the same unit. My moles, it goes on top, but it's 1 mole of what? What substance? Of helium. Okay. So now my atoms of helium cancel out. So what I did with that conversion factor was I converted it from atoms to moles. Can I stop there?
No.
Nope. Let's keep going because it wanted us to go to grams. So we're down here. We're going to cross this top bridge down here. So I need molar mass on top and 1 mole on the bottom. Okay, so molar mass is on top. 1 mole of what? He. And what's the molar mass of He? Where do you find that? The periodic table, what is it, guys? 4. 4 what? 4 grams of He. Okay, so that's the molar mass. You need grams of He. Now my moles of helium cancel out, so cross those out. Can I stop there? Yeah, because now we're at grams of helium, which is what it wanted. Now throw in an equal sign. It's just a math problem now. Okay, we're going to take 5.5 times 10 to the 22nd times 1 times 4. That number will go on top. Okay, this is the number I'm getting on top, so 2.2 e to the 23rd. Now the bottom, I've got 1 times Avogadro's number times 1, which is Avogadro's number. Okay, let's divide that now. Are you guys getting this? 0. If we go to 2 decimal places, 37.
Yeah.
And what are my units going to be?
Grams of helium.
Grams. And my substance is helium. Okay, so like we predicted, it's not very much, is it, guys? But that should seem reasonable because, I mean, the helium balloon is going to float. It's less dense than air, so there's not a lot of mass in that balloon. Anyway, kind of interesting how many grams are in a helium balloon. Okay, guys, I want to give you more practice with these types of problems. So in your student workbook, there's a worksheet titled Mole Conversion 2 Steps. So again, it's titled Mole Conversion 2 Steps. I would like you to go there, practice some more of these, try to get a good feel of how to do them, and then hopefully they'll be pretty easy, and hopefully this video helped.